The last section over the toolbox overview actually has to do with this particular section right here. And this section has the Annotation Tool, which is covered deeply in the professional version. And we have this tool, which is the color picker tool. We have the hand tool, and we have the magnifying glass, which is actually called the zoom tool. And down here we have the default foreground and background colors, which the set the foreground color tells you what color your page is going to be, or whatever item it is you're working with. And down here we have the quick edit mask tool, which is also covered in the professional edition. But let's quickly go over these guys and see what they do. So I'm going to open up let's go to sample and open that up, and we're going to take the first layer. Now, using the color picker tool, of course, we know if we wanted to choose a particular color off of this image, let's say I took the text and I want the text, which is right now in black, if I wanted it to look like one of the colors on this page, what I would do at this point is take the color picker, go to that particular area, let's say here for example. Alright, I'll choose that color, and you can see it's automatically shown right here. I'll choose my text tool, and this is now the color in which the text is going to appear. And I can put green. And although you don't see it very well, what will happen is if I enlarge it, as you can see, this green is exactly what was chosen from here, right? And it's always a good thing to choose a color off of your image, because it tends to blend in and matches better than just going out there and choosing whatever color. If you wanted to change this green, you can always go back. Remember how I showed you could quickly change the colors? By clicking on the set text color, it's equivalent to actually clicking on the eyedropper, in the sense that if you click here, it'll give you the option to actually not just choose from your select text color box right here, but you notice if you come over onto the image, you have the color picker that's depicted right there. And so if I wanted this reddish kind of color, I could choose that, and here we are. Automatically, we now have that color in question. So that's how you use this tool right here. The next one is the hand tool. Now, what is the hand tool? The hand tool enables you to navigate in your page. So let's say we are looking at this page in its entirety. This is the entire page. If I were to zoom into it like so, if I had to go up here and look at this font or this letter that's up there, well, I'm going to choose the hand tool, and I can click and drag, and here I am right here. Alright, if I want to look at another portion, I could just click and drag and go down to that portion accordingly. Another way to do it is to come into the Navigator bar. You notice here this little red rectangle. If I click and move it around, it brings me right over wherever it is that I'm bringing a red triangle. Sorry, not triangle, I did this before, but rectangle over. So the move tool that we're applying here, the hand tool rather, that we're applying over here, another way to use this is to just come onto the stage and just click and move around to where you want it to go. And the next one, of course, is the magnifying glass, which we can click, magnify our picture. If we want to go back to where we were, if you double click on it, it brings you back to your initial state. It zooms all the way out. If you were in the picture by zooming like this, you can also click on the zoom tool and go to the top of here and click fit screen, and it will fit this actual workspace. You can also click the print size. It will show you how the print size is going to look, and you can check the actual pixels. It tells you exactly this is the actual pixels of this picture. So in brief, that's how the magnifying tool works. And now that we're done with all the details in the toolbox overview, it's time to really get into the meaty part of CS3, which consists of doing tons of examples and showing you how the effects and everything gels together. So with no further delays, let's move on.